We're going to walk you through your first cut on your Arc1 CNC table. First thing, after you have VCarve installed, you're going to open up and you're going to hit Create New File. The only thing you have to do is, I'm going to tell you to right now, is just to put a 12-inch by 12-inch piece of material on there. And notice that if I put 24, it changes to that dimension. And I'm going to hit bottom left, which is the bottom left of the table. This is where you'll zero the torch head and press OK. Now you will take and go up to the draw rectangle and you'll click on that and you will anchor this here, the bottom left, at 0, 0. And you will put square corners and you will be 5 by 5 on that square. So hit create and notice that we have a 5 by 5 square. Close, then open the draw circle. We're going to switch it to diameter and we're going to put a 1/2 inch hole. Now instead of hit create, we're going to go right here and notice it has a snap grid and we're going to put that right in the center. Now you have a 5 by 5 square with a 1/2 inch hole in the center. When you get through with that, you're going to export this. So we can left click and select all of that and we go File, Export as a DXF. You're going to put your USB drive in and you're going to look where you're saving this. So if you look here, you can see that I have a USB drive here and I'm going to save it on the USB drive. I'm going to label it 5 by 5 square. Hit save and now you're ready to open up Pronest LT and create the cut path. Once you've opened up Pronest LT, these are, every time that you open it up, you have a pop-up with training videos. Do spend time on those. We're going to go ahead and skip this and go straight into Add Parts. Add Parts. We're going to make sure our machine is set to your machine. Yours should say Path Pro and the size of your unit. We're going to hit to Add Parts. And we're going to go to CAD. And when you go to CAD, you can notice that I can have different USBs. So I'm going to go up here and check and find out where my USB drive is. And there it is. I have the 5 by 5 square. But before I click that, I want to make sure my CAD imports cut all layers with plasma at this point. It's different if you have a scribe, but this time we're going to make sure that when you double click, you notice that it now creates a complete tool path. We hit return to nesting, and now we can just drag that 5 by 5 square onto. Another thing, this is putting a 1/4 inch gap away from the edge. So if I zero on the edge of the plate on the machine, it's going to jump a 1/4 inch over from wherever I zero. So you can play with the separations and make those a little tighter. And if yours is not on there, you'll go up to the view and you go to click separations. Notice that the separations show up when you have that click. So we return back. Now I can click on that, hit the left arrow key, and now I'm bumped up against the edge, and the up arrow key, I'm bumped up against the edge. Notice that my lead ends are here. I have a lead in here. It's chose straight ones, and then you have the arc in and arc out. So once you have that, you're going to output to the machine, and we're going to save it on the same drive. Make sure that these are checked, and you're going to name it the same thing. 5 by 5 square. Make sure you're going to save it in the folder that you want. So I'm going back up to the top and going down to USB drive. And I'm saving on there 5 by 5 square. Let a green light go across. I am ready now to take it to the Path Pro controller.